7.79 miles, 8 minutes, 22 seconds per mile today. Definitely ran a lot faster than I was intending to. This was supposed to be a recovery run, so I was shooting for something more in the 8:30 to 9 minute per mile range. But I got out there and the scenery was just absolutely beautiful and I was feeling pretty good. And so I just kind of went by feel and had a little bit of a faster run. Regretting it a little bit now because already my legs are feeling just completely wrecked. This week I finished 60 miles for the week, which is some of the highest mileage that I've ever put in a 7-day period. And closing out August, August finished at 247 miles for the month, which was only my second highest mileage month ever. The highest mileage month ever for me was the month before that, July, 249 miles for the month. So I've been putting in a ton of miles, almost 500 miles in the last 2 calendar months. So feeling really good that I've been able to get those miles in. And in order to get those miles in, I gotta stay healthy. And so right now, my primary 2 concerns are, number 1, super high concern is staying healthy. And then the second concern after that is being able to run longer paces without interruption, because I do stop quite a bit to take photos and videos of the run. So I've been trying to do less of that on my longer runs or some of my more structured runs. I'm intentionally trying not to stop for footage so much. The hard part of that being this time of the year, or basically whenever the seasons change in Chicago from cold to warm or from warm to cold, the sunrises are just beautiful. And so it's really hard not to stop frequently. And that's kind of, we're getting a preview of that today. And so I'm going to have to resist the urge to stop frequently and work on some longer paces. I think now as the summer is kind of coming to an end, the intervals that I'm doing have shifted. So earlier in the year, it was track workouts. Then for like the last month and a half, it's been these interval workouts, or maybe the last month even, where I've been doing, you know, my 1,200 meter intervals or the mile repeats. And I'm going to keep doing those. But I also think that some of those mile repeats now need to be 2-mile reps. And so I need to be working on a different, more sustained race paces for longer distances. And so that's going to be a little bit of a change coming up. I'm not quite sure I need to do that yet, but something I'm going to start thinking about. So I'm kind of entering that part of marathon training where I might not start to need some guidance. I'm not exactly sure. Like if it's build time, I know how to build. I know how to like just run more. If it's speed time, I kind of know, I don't really know, but I kind of have bumbled my way through figuring out how to get a little bit faster. But as we start thinking about, you know, counting down the number of days until a marathon or until a half marathon race, that's where things start to get a little bit tougher for me in terms of figuring out what I should be doing. Should I be pushing harder, or when should I pull back? Last year for the taper for the Chicago Marathon, I did a 2-week taper based on a Hal Higdon intermediate plan. And number 1, I did it completely wrong. And number 2, it just seemed like way too long of a time to be tapering for me. I didn't trust the 2-week. And so then I kind of messed it up. And so I'm really worried that I'm going to do that again. And so a lot of the mind games are kind of getting started now. And so that is like another thing that I'm going to have to start contending with, because it's a strong component. It's a big component of the training, is being confident in what we've done already, but also being able to carry things through from now until the taper in the final couple of weeks. And that's it for today. Tomorrow is going to be a rest day. But with the way that I've been taking off posting videos on Sundays, and so that usually collapses the rest day. So tomorrow will be a rest day for me, but you'll see a video tomorrow. And thanks for watching today's video, and I will see you in that video tomorrow.
Yo, what's going on?